Trending today, some good news for Hunger Game fans. A new Hunger Games book is on the way. For Volume 5 of the series titled Sunrise on the Reaping, the new book starts with the reaping of the 50th Hunger Games, set 24 years before the original Hunger Games novel. It's set to be published March 18, 2025, and a movie version is planned for November 2026. Are you guys a big fan of this?
You know, just by osmosis, I think. I don't know, just by pop culture, I've seen it all.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, when people love something so much and then they get a little bit more of it from an author, I think it's great.
This is awesome.
Yeah. But maybe this is not so great. An unwelcome guest wandered into a man's kitchen in California. He took video of the moments he had to use some quick thinking to get the bear out of his house. The bear inched its way into the kitchen and stood in the doorway. That's when the homeowner sprayed the bear with water and chased him outside. However, he discovered the bear brought a friend with him and another bear was standing in the backyard. The bears eventually scaled the fence into his neighbor's place, so he called them to warn them about the surprise guests.
Oh my gosh.
What would you guys do if there was a bear in your house?
At first I'd look for my dog. I'd be like, where's the dog? We gotta get him
that's
out.
a good idea.
I don't know, we're not really in bear country where I live, but where I lived in Colorado previously, once in a while you'd get some of the wildlife would come down from the foothills, and I remember seeing an elk and bear and stuff like right near where the shopping center was, and it's cool, but then you're like, ooh, they need to get home.
Yeah. I can't say that water would be my first thought, but
don't
apparently
either.
it worked.
Okay, but I'm a little embarrassed to share my first thought. Oh, why didn't you just invite him in?
Yeah, it's the Bearstein Bear. Come on in, have some jam and honey.
Unwelcome guest.
All right.
It's not Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, Goldilocks.
All right. There's a growing push by leaders in Kansas to lure the Kansas City Chiefs from Missouri.
Whoa.
Maybe you didn't know this. The Kansas City Chiefs, they play in Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh.
For now. The state of Kansas, their lawmakers there, they have an idea that would move the Super Bowl champions to, well, Kansas City, Kansas. And a part of that is they would use state bonds to finance a new stadium. And that's been a big point of contention in Missouri. The legislature in Kansas is set to consider the official proposal during a special session later this month. So earlier this year, voters in Jackson County, that's Missouri, they rejected extending a stadium sales tax that would have helped pay for renovations at Arrowhead Stadium. So I think this is very interesting because even if you're not a sports fan, you would know the Kansas City Chiefs have been like the best team over the last few years.
Yeah.
But Kansas City, Missouri says we do not want to pay any more for a new stadium or upgrades.
So does that set the stage for them to move? It seems like it might.
It seems like, and to be honest, you know, Kansas City, Missouri and Kansas City, Kansas, I think they're just over the border from each other. So it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But if I was a Missourian, I would be disappointed.
Yeah, I would be
They'd
too.
be moving away.
Absolutely.
Or come to Boise. We don't have a pro football team.
Please.
We got Boise State, which I would argue is maybe better.
We need another team.
Yeah, we do. All right, we are going to take a real quick break, but we'll be back on the other side with a Throwback Thursday. You will not believe what we dug up.